Hi, this is another lesson or another little video that's going to be talking about surface area a little more in depthly. I had a few questions yesterday, so I thought I would just make a quick video about it. So first of all, I'm going to move on a little bit more from surface area of prisms to surface areas of pyramids also. So think about the difference between those two things. First of all, a prism is going to have all flat sides that are congruent to each other and parallel to each other. This one right here, a prism, once again, is named by its base. This has a square or a rectangle base, would be a rectangular prism. A pyramid is going to come up to a point up here, which is called your apex. Okay, a pyramid is going to have triangle faces on it. So if we look at this pyramid right here, it has a square base. Once again, the base is a square, and then because it has triangles going up to an apex up here, this is my apex, that is called a pyramid. Now prisms can have triangles in them too. You might have a triangular prism where you may have two triangle bases and then have rectangles connecting those two bases. So triangles does not mean pyramid necessarily, but if there's an apex point at the top, it is going to be a pyramid. So a pyramid is going to have one polygon base with triangular faces that meet at a vertex point. So once again, this first one right here would be a square pyramid because there's a square on the base. This next one right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, has 6 sides. It would be called a hexagonal pyramid. The third one has a triangular base, so it is a triangle pyramid. It comes up to an apex point. And then down here, the last one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. 5 sides would be a pentagonal pyramid. And what we're going to do today is we're going to try to find the surface area of some of these. Okay? Once again, sorry, got out of my order here. Rectangular pyramid is going to have a rectangle base. If I were to count the vertices on this pyramid, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertices. My base is a rectangle right here. And because a rectangle has 4 sides, that means there'll be 4 triangular faces going up to the top, to that apex up here. All right, to find the surface area of a pyramid, you're going to find the areas of the faces once again. So if I'm looking at my pyramid right here, I'm just going to color it in yellow right here. And if I think about what that looks like in the net drawing, if I notice the bottom is a square, it is 6 by 6, so that is a square. So if I were to visualize it on the right, the bottom base is a square that is 6 by 6. So the area of a square is base times height, so 6 times 6. I'm just going to put my bottom is 6 times 6 are going to be 36. I then have 4 congruent triangles. Remember, the area of a triangle is the same as half times the base times the height. So if I were to look at these triangles, they're all the same size. Their base is going to be 6. The distance, the height has to be, remember, make that right angle. The height is 12. So the area of this triangle would be half of 6 times 12. Now for me, remember, with multiplication, it is commutative. I can do it in any order. So I'm going to think in my head, half of 12 is 6. And 6 times 6 is 36. So each one of these triangles here has an area of 36. Okay, so those all have an area of 36. The base has an area of 36, so I could add 36 plus 36 plus 36 plus 36 plus 36. But because they are all exactly the same, I might instead do 36 times 5. And 5 times 6 is 30, carry my 10s. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. My numerical value is 180. My unit is centimeters, so the overall surface area would be 180 centimeters squared. Remember, area, square area. We square our units when finding the area. I'd like you to please open your book, your math workbook, to page 492. We're going to do the first few together, and then I'm going to have you do the others on your own and just check for your understanding. And what I did is I just made these pictures a little bit bigger. They say these nets form pyramids. Find the surface area of each net. So here's the first one right here, number 17. If I'm noticing, I've got these right here. Those mean those lengths are all the same size. So I know that this base right here is a 20 by 20 square. So the area of the base is 20 times 20, or 400 squared units. Okay, if I look at the other ones there, they're all exactly the same size too. They have, if I were to look at one, because this one has a height of 17, I think that says. It's kind of blurry on mine. Yep, has a height of 17. The other ones will too. So this has a distance of 17 right here. So I'm going to look at this triangle right here. They're all exactly the same size. The area of a triangle is half times the base times the height. So that triangle has a base of 20. It has a height of 17. I'm going to do half of 20, which is 10, times 17 is 170. So that tells me, boys and girls, that every single one of these triangles, this triangle has an area of 170, this one does, this one does, and this one does. So I'm going to do 170 times 4. So 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 7 is 28. I'm going to carry my 2. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So it's 680. So my triangles have a combined area of 680. And now to find the surface area, I'm going to add all of my areas together. So right here I have 0, here I have 8, here I have 10. So 1080 isn't my final answer because I need that unit at the end. And since we're talking about surface area, my units will be squared. So 1080 squared centimeters would be the answer to that one. Let's take a look at the next one. This one I'm noticing, it has all triangles in it. So this is a triangular pyramid. I'm also noticing that there are all of these little marks right here once again. That tells me that all of these triangles are the same size and they are all equilateral triangles. Okay, I'm going to look for my height. So this is made up of 4 triangles that are all the same size. So I could find the area of just one of those triangles and multiply it by 4. So I'm going to look. I know the area of a triangle. I'm going to do is half times my base times my height. If I look at this triangle right here, I've got a 17. And then since this side right here is 20, that tells me this is also 20. So I'm going to be doing, wow, same numbers again. Half times 20 times 17. Just like I did on the previous problem, I'm going to make it a little bit easier for myself. I'm going to take half of 20 and say that's 10. And 10 times 17, the area of each triangle is 170 centimeters squared. And now if I look at my shape, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles that are all the same size. So I'm going to take 170 and I'm going to times it by 4. So 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 70 is 280 or 28 tenths. And put my 8 down here. Put my 2 over here in the hundredth spot. 4 times 1 is 4 plus another 200 give me 680. So the surface area of the entire thing is 680 centimeters squared. Let's just do, I'm looking at time, we have time to do one more before my time runs out on this. This one is a rectangular pyramid. If I notice right here, it has a rectangular base. So the base right there, the area of the base, is going to be base times height, which is going to be 10 times 16 or 160 centimeters squared. That's one piece of information that we're going to do. I'm going to notice now, I'm going to do this one in blue. I've got 2 triangles. Because it's not a square, my triangles aren't all the same size. But I've got one triangle here, and this blue triangle here that are the same size. Area of a triangle is half times the base times the height. So I'm noticing right here, since this side is 16, this side is 16. So the area of that triangle, I'm going to take 1/2 times 16 times 10. I'm going to do my little trick again. I'm going to take half of 16, which is 8, times 10 is going to give me 80. So that tells me that this triangle is 80 and this triangle is 80. Okay, so 2 triangles each 80 is going to also give me 160 centimeters squared. So I've got my base is 160. My 2 blue triangles together add up to 160. And now I'm going to do these end triangles. I'm going to outline these in black. I hope you can see that okay. All right, this distance right here is going to be 10 because 10 is on the other side right here is also 10. The height is 12. So for those triangles, we're going to do half times the base times the height. The base is 10. Whoops, sorry. I'm going to do half. The base is 10. The height is 12. Now in this one, because of the commutative property, I can do it in any order. I'm going to do half of 12 in my head. And I know that is 6. And 6 times 10 is going to give me an area of 60, which means this one is 60 and this one is 60. And together they add up to 120. Okay, so the 2, I should have done this in black. The 2 black triangles together add up to 120. And then finally what we're going to do is I'm going to add these numbers together. I'm going to add straight down. So I've got 0 in my ones place. 6 plus 6 plus 2 is 14. I'm going to carry my 100. So I've got 440 centimeters squared is the area for that one. Okay, right now here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to do these next 3. We did the first, we did 17, 18, 19. I'd like you to pause and try number 20, 21, and 22, and we'll check your answers in just a second. So please pause and work on those last 3. Okay, and we are back right now. Here are the first 3 that we did already. Our next few right here, if you did number 20 had an answer of 890 square centimeters. If you did 21 just had an answer of 96 square centimeters. And if you did 22 had an area of 189 square centimeters. I hope this video was helpful. Remember, if you have any further questions, you can always private message me through Google Classroom. Have a great day, everybody. Miss you guys. Bye.